Welcome back. It's Game Point Sports. We in the house, man.
Yeah.
It's your boy M. Good night.
And it's your boy Sebo keeping the rubber on the wheels warm.
Hey, and we got a young lady here today, man. At Game Point. You gonna have to pronounce it because I can't.
Hi, everybody. I'm Nantu.
This is Nantu.
My first time here.
Nantu, talk about it. So we appreciate you come and bless us with your presence today.
Thank you for having me.
I understand that you are a NBA specialist. That's really what you get into. We'll say aficionado. That's your deal. How you in football? You like the NFL? This is really right now for you the NBA.
I watch the NFL more like a casual. Like, don't take my opinion.
That's right.
Yeah.
So talk to me a little bit about the NBA side of it. What got you into the NBA?
I grew up in a family that watched all sports. I grew up in South Africa. We watched literally everything. Like Formula One.
Well, let's not get too far. You said South Africa. What part of South Africa?
KZN. I grew up in Howick. It's on the east coast of South Africa. East
Coast. And how long you been stateside?
I've been here about 10 years now.
And right now, your favorite team is the who?
The Denver Nuggets.
Is it before or after the championship?
I was here before the championship. I'm not no bandwagon fan, okay?
She says it was like 2 weeks for their championship. No. She was a whole fan.
Cap.
Hey, it's all
That's
good.
Cap.
You got to start.
I'm the one that gave them the championship.
Okay.
You got to start somewhere.
You gotta start. So why not at the top?
Yeah, you start at the top. A lot of people do though. A lot of people start their fandom right at the top, and they never change.
Okay,
they change with the team.
So who is the player on the Nuggets that you appreciate the most for that team?
Personally, I love Nikola Jokic. I love the team, but it's just like I feel like he's underappreciated, and it's
how.
Underappreciated. How?
He almost has 3.
He's been the MVP twice. He should have been the MVP 3 times.
You can't be underappreciated if you've been the best player in the league almost 3 years in a row. Arguably.
Definitely underappreciated.
For fact, twice,
yeah.
but arguably 3 times.
But definitely underappreciated.
Yeah.
I'm with her. I'm with her. But hey, let's check it out, man. We gonna start it off, man, because we are Game Point, where we keep the game
on point.
Hey, check it out. Hey, we gonna start off with Michigan real quick. We shouts out to Michigan and Jim Harbaugh for winning that championship.
I'll say shout out to Jim Harbaugh and for what he's trying to do for the players getting paid, but you know what it is. It's still, I'm a buck nut. It's still Ohio State all day, man. Now let's keep it.
And speaking of that rivalry, right? Mm-hmm. Your first game was where?
My first game was actually, I lived in Michigan 2016 and 2017. So my first college game was actually Ohio and Michigan at the Big House. So shout out to Michigan, national champions.
Who won that game?
Y'all. I think we did. Yeah, we did. We did.
We
did. We, us, Michigan.
It's gonna be it's gonna be a long season 8. Well, I would have think. Shout out to Michigan and Ohio State. That's been a rivalry. My family, Scoot, I see you. Come on, y'all, get in here. This has been something we've been a part of for a long time, but it would have probably been better if you was in the shoe. So next time, if you get to run that back, it
would have been better if I was on the losing team. I don't think so. I don't know.
All right, so moving on. We wanted to get started with the NBA because there's so many things going on right now in the NBA. M. Night, I understand. And hold on, we had the grand opening and grand closing. So, we obviously had to wait for John Morant, pew pew, to settle down, come back, go do his time for the crime, so to speak. Because I think if you're a legal gun owner, you should be able to have your piece whenever you want to. But we're going to talk about the aesthetics of the NBA, and we'll say he did his time, but he came back, and unfortunately he went out with season-ending surgery on his shoulder. What do you think?
It was nice while it lasted.
I like that. I would say that too.
He came in, like, people were doubting him. Like, he came in, he did like what Ja was supposed to do, and I'm like, I was happy for him. He was just getting back into
we was getting ready.
He was just getting his groove back, and like being injured in practice, like that's always been crazy to me.
He dunked on Wembanyama. I still got a problem with him on that.
He barely. He dunked around.
He dunked next. He dunked next to him.
Yeah, he dunked next to him.
Shout out to that. I like that. See y'all. See
like the other day, they said Paul George.
that.
They said LeBron dunked on Paul George.
He did dunk on Paul George.
Okay.
No, hold on.
All right.
He dunked on Paul George. LeBron dunked on Paul George.
If it's not contested and the guy's just running back, like, dude.
Get out the way.
No.
Okay.
Get out the way.
There's a theory. Like
He didn't jump with him, so
you
to
haven't,
me.
no, if you haven't played basketball, if you're under the rim or anywhere in this circumference, when this guy jumps,
You got dunked on.
you got dunked on.
And not only that, you ran with him the length of the court, so you knew what he was going to do since half court.
Yeah.
You were still next to him watching it in 4K.
You made a
got dunked on.
lightweight business decision. You know, you just didn't want to be in the poster like this.
Now,
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
some people who don't
So
like
that's
LeBron,
not-
they're
if
going to
he's
be
not
like,
in the
he
poster
should have
like
just
that,
laid it
then-
up. He could have
No,
flopped.
he did that at his age on Paul George, which is fine, but it wasn't contested. Like,
No.
that's not.
Whose fault is that, though?
That's Paul George's
Whose
fault.
fault is that?
Paul George didn't want that
How is
smoke.
he
He didn't want that smoke.
Exactly. So
But he
that's why
did get dunked on. He just did.
Okay.
It wasn't a.
All right.
That's like, man, slam the door in your face. It's like, yeah, but he didn't put his foot in the door. So you got the door slammed in your face.
Hey, real talk. Hey, but shouts out to Michigan and them doing their thing.
Yeah, and shout out to John Moran. Hopefully, you know, he can rest up. Do you think Memphis can still get to the playoffs, though?
Nah.
That's it?
Nah, they're a wrap.
That's it?
They're a wrap.
Come on.
A small market team that's gonna be a contender, maybe Oklahoma City.
They got Marcus Smart over there, don't they?
Yeah, Marcus Smart.
back.
They've been had Marcus Smart though.
But he was injured.
Mhm.
He got that Chris Paul in him.
Nah.
He got loose ligaments.
Nah. Chris Paul he's an injury of
He got
of his
loose
own.
ligaments.
He's an injury of his own.
All right, well, moving on. I mean, if we're going to talk about somebody leaving the game, you know, we segueing around here, man. That's 2024, the segue game is crazy.
Together, right?
Segue game is crazy. So if we're going to talk about people leaving the game, we got to talk about people who are coming back to the game. And in lieu of that, who do we have? Our friend...
Yeah. Draymond, he should have like a nickname.
Draymond the Menace Green.
Draymond the Torturer Green or something. He should have like a whole like name when he comes.
Yeah, he got CTE. Didn't I say that? He got CTE.
But they say after a month he's fixed.
Well, he coming back, but he also said on his own podcast, and he's been quiet, but he came back and was saying, you know, he was going to quit. He said, I'm going to just not quit, but he said he's going to retire. That's
Yeah,
what you
he's
do
gonna
after a
retire.
certain
Okay.
amount. He said, I'm going to retire.
I feel like Adam Silver should have called his bluff.
Yeah, but he said in his podcast that Adam Silver said, no, you can't do that. You
course
can't
he
make
did.
a rash decision, and I'm telling you, you're coming back to the NBA. That's what he said on his podcast.
He said Adam Silver talking him into it.
And why is Adam Silver the one who said, I have to suspend you indefinitely because you have lost your, and I'm not going to say the cotton word, but your mind,
Yeah.
and suspending him indefinitely, but then saying, no, it's a rash decision, and we want to bring you back. Is Draymond Green good for the game? I know I haven't heard anything about people chiming in yet, and I don't know if we're connected yet.
We on there, man. We waiting for the people. Where y'all at?
Should Draymond Green be back? Is he good for the game? I asked
he
that when
good?
he first got the first time he went rogue.
He's had a few issues this year.
Okay.
So just check it out though, real quick, man. Let me reset, man, because I ain't do this thing like we usually do. Man, here at Game Report,
Here
you
it
like
is.
it, like, share, comment, repeat, retweet, and do it all again, and hit that notification bell so you can know when we on. Check it out though.
Hey
Now, let's
man,
get
because
back.
if we on, you on, and if we on, then that's how we moving.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Check it out.
So speaking of which, we said Draymond coming back. We asking the people. We could probably ask you now. Is he good for the game? Should he be back in the game?
Yes, I feel like the game needs Draymond. Like,
Hold
not
on.
the literal game. I'm not a Draymond fan. Don't get me wrong. I don't. The only person
Which
I like
does
to see is
the hold on? Do the Warriors need Draymond or
no,
does
the game.
NBA
The NBA needs it.
Why?
Because like I feel like NBA like it's a game of like sports and entertainment. Like you need the entertainment there. That's why we used to love watching like Boogie Cousins so much. Freaking Ron Artest. Like it's exciting. Like people get like that's the
So
stuff
it's the
that
passion.
creates- Yes.
She's
You
saying
gotta
the
be
passion.
passionate about the game. We love to see that.
She is like dropping some names, like
Yeah, no, but what she's saying,
like,
no, what she's saying is
like
that
a historian, though, like Boogie Cousins. She
Yeah, those are
she
the
dropping
people we
some
used
Ron
to-
Artest. She dropping some names here. Like I'm impressed.
Ben
already.
Ben
I'm
Wallace.
impressed.
So look, I get that, and I think that there was a time for there could be a time for it because the argument is, or the question is he still good for today's NBA? Great, but what I appreciate you being able to throw some of the name out because it makes you remember, right? Like, oh yeah, that's right. They were scrappy. They were passionate.
Yeah,
so all I'm saying is that if we're saying it's still good for the game, is it good for society? Passion?
Well, I'm not saying.
You can like that. It doesn't have to translate the same way. Like being passionate on the basketball court is not going to be the same as like being passionate like me, like at the studio, like as an engineer. I don't need to put my hands on anybody.
I'm
But
just saying, like,
So
he was out of line.
but
not
there is a-
passionate.
yeah, definitely out of line.
There's
but
a
it's like
different there's a different line of passion, like and like she was stating earlier with like a Boogie Cousins and all them. They didn't like always cross the line. This guy crosses the line a lot. But let me talk to the people real quick, man. Let me talk to the people that got a couple questions. Ray Lationi says, what y'all think about the refs giving the Lakers 23 free throw attempts in the fourth quarter?
And the other team
Bias. And the other team too. What do you think? What do you guys think about that?
I mean, the
Is it
NBA
Laker
is still
bias?
a business, though, right?
Yeah.
So y'all gotta wait. Hold on now. Don't do that. Don't you do this. Don't come into this not expecting and assuming and respecting the fact that the NBA is a business. What do you think the in tournament was? The in season tournament was? You think they did that for nostalgia? That is a big business opportunity. They need eyes on the NBA at the beginning of the season because you remember we talked about it. We don't even be watching the NBA in the beginning of the season. We was all in.
I was definitely a good business move.
So you got to take into consideration that when you have somebody like LeBron James and there's no second there's no prince of the NBA that's ready to take it over, you're gonna get some fouls. Michael Jordan got fouls. I can't think of a perennial all-star at the height of their career that don't get fouls. Kobe gets fouls.
23-2 is.
But
The other team was fouling,
This is the
though,
problem, though.
but-
You only get fouls if you are penetrating and driving and initiating contact. That's how you get fouls. A lot of these
it
teams
wasn't
now
that-
they getting
and
so
that was
comfortable
not the case.
with these high pick and rolls and pick and pops.
shooting that three.
They're not even really generating contact. So if they come into a generating contact, you're gonna draw fouls. And you know more than anybody, LeBron know how to draw fouls.
He knows how to draw foul.
AD learned from LeBron how to draw fouls.
He has the nickname La Flop. For a
You
reason.
went there. Huh?
J-Mon Humphrey, man, what's good? What's good with you, J-Mon, Texas? I see you in the house, man. I think he said that Draymond is good for the game. Jamal Clemens, that's my man. You gotta check him out on the Opinionated podcast. He doing his thing, man.
Can he come over here too?
Man, he in
up.
Texas right now. He a legend. He a legend out here in this Colorado basketball, high school basketball. I said he used to hoop with Chauncey, but I've been knowing him way before
He
that.
went to
but-
Rangeview?
Nah,
CU.
he went to George Washington High School.
I know. I'm just
You know what
I'm
I'm
being
saying?
petty. I'm always on some Aurora shit.
I mean, I'm a
appreciate
TJ guy
that.
though. You know what I mean? I'm a TJ guy. But hey, he says the game wouldn't miss Draymond one bit.
Now, I don't. Again, what we say? 2024. We all about the segue. The game may not miss Draymond Green because I'll be honest with you. If I was lined up against him, I don't know if I feel comfortable. But just think about this. Imagine if your kids came to the game or in the fans, or your wife or your mom is at the game, and you see Draymond just haul off and spin kick, punch you in the face.
But I feel like people are expecting that from him, though. With that,
I'm not expecting that. I'm trying to play basketball. What you punch me in the
Okay,
face
yeah,
for?
you're not, but the people in the crowd are like.
But
oh,
I'm
we're
guarding him.
expecting
Y'all in the
Draymond to-
crowd safe. I'm literally I'm badding him up.
Somebody
Yeah.
got to stand up to Draymond, and that's
Yeah.
all it really is.
That's what Kenyon Martin said. He said he ain't never been punched in the mouth, man.
Yeah, but also I feel like Draymond like picks and chooses his victims because you don't
He know
see
who to
him
play
putting-
with.
Yeah, he knows who to play with. He knows who not
Look,
to play
I
with.
like her
either.
already. So,
Like-
you know, I've said that. Didn't I tell you that? I said he know who to play with.
So
you don't just. That's like Will Smith. He ain't slapping all comedians.
Yeah, exactly.
Chris, you can get one off on Chris Rock, but you ain't slapping everybody.
Yeah.
So let me get to the comments, and then we gonna keep it moving.
But again, well, while you doing that, and when you read the comments, we'll do our next segue. So go ahead.
So Antonio Johnson said Draymond is the last of the enforcers. People are gonna miss him when he's gone. NBA's done gone soft. NBA's going international. Charles Roberts said, "What up?" Miss Shownuff said, "Are you guys live or is he late?" We live. We live.
We live, baby.
85 Toyota
We
SR5
live, baby.
states our sensitivity is more heightened. Remember Oakley and them boys on the Pacers? Yeah, it was a whole different game back then.
I mean, and then it's a whole different time too, because I'm not saying that the game can't have and initiate and create more contact, but that's for the playoffs, right? That's when the refs have to kind of let a couple calls go and let y'all get a little scrappy. Homie, this is right after the damn play-in tournament. Like, we a couple weeks into this, man. Relax. Chill out.
I mean, he's been getting away. Go ahead. He's been getting away with it for so long, but go ahead. What you about to say?
Oh, no, you can carry on, because I was still going to talk about, like, if I was on the Lakers.
Go ahead.
No, I mean,
Go
talk
ahead,
about that,
ahead.
because, I mean, we talked about, who did they play? Was it Phoenix?
No, they were playing the Raptors.
The Raptors,
Yeah.
that's right. And the Raptors down the stretch had 2 fouls, and Lakers had 23.
2 to 20. Yeah, that's ridiculous. But I also feel like, I don't know, like, I know, like, people speculate, like, oh, like, the refs have money on the game or whatever. I don't know. But that game definitely felt like it was fixed for the Lakers to win, and there was no way they were not going to win. I could see why people were, like, really upset.
But, for the people who had the God forbid, there were some people who didn't like, Michael Jordan when he was beating their teams and not letting them. So they felt the same way, right? One of the major things about, one of the important things to think about is, like, great players initiate contact because they know how getting to the line and stopping the clock is a part of the game. So if you see that we're down, or we need to control time or clock, or we need to control possession time with the ball, obviously initiating contact is going to be what does that. And I mean, can you say that there's do you think if you were rewatching the game, the Raptors were actually playing the same kind of game? And I think anytime you watch these kind of, just take that and maybe give me your opinion on that. Do you think the Raptors were doing the same thing?
I mean, definitely, I feel like in the last stretch, like, the Lakers are definitely more aggressive, but I do feel like the whistle was still, like, unfair. Like, if we're going to do that and say that every contact is a foul, then the whistle should go both ways. Like,
Fair. Agreed. Jamal Clipman says he thinks Adam Silver brought him back so he can have a proper exit. Golden State is about to bust up anyway. Jamon Humphrey says generational gap. I like the passion, physicality of the game, so this generation more of a softer version of sports in just his opinion.
Well, I mean, I think since the pandemic, we've all come back a little bit more. We've had a heightened sense of awareness on labeling. So if the police come and they're like, "What happened?" He'd be like, "He passing me in the eye." I think that should be not a ticket. I think you should be able to get away with it because you said passion. And I think what we're saying is that when Draymond can swing and punch you in the eye, we say that's passion. And so it's no harm, no foul. So, I mean, I think that should be in our society as well, too.
I'm not putting that in the context of passion.
Yeah, that's passion.
I'm not putting that in the context.
That's how I see it, man. I'm just saying, why? It's cool when he do it. When I do it, it's a problem. I'm just saying.
All right.
But we talked about transition, and I said we were going to wait to take the comments and then come back. We were saying that Draymond may not be good for the NBA, but is he good for the Warriors? Are the Warriors, do they still have gas in the tank to be able to be competitive in the playoffs or compete for a title again, or is that it?
I personally think the dynasty has been over. Like,
it's not over till they bust up the big three. That's the rule. You got to break up the big three.
We're watching the big three. We've been watching them for a couple of seasons. Like, they won. The Warriors won the championship in 2022. Like, but just like last year, I think the Warriors were alright. Like, this year, they definitely just. I don't think they're a good team this year.
Yeah,
and like, we don't even need to talk about like Clay. Everybody has like bad games. That's fine. We can be halfway through the season. We've watched, like, people say the same thing about like Jamal Murray. Like, Jamal is usually like not good like during the whole season, but in the playoffs, it's like anybody can pop off in the playoffs. Like, the energy is just different. But I don't know. I just feel like the Warriors, it's over. Like, it's fine.
So the Warriors are in 12th place right now.
Yep.
Total agreement. It's over.
But I mean that does still put them 2.5 games from the playing game. I mean, we ain't hit All-Star break yet. They can they can go on a 7-game win streak run.
Against who? Who are they winning against?
But Draymond, when Draymond comes back, that could be a determining factor, right? Like having that new spirit. He is the heart and really grit of the Warriors. You know, the Warriors aren't gritty without Draymond. Yeah. We all know that.
Yeah. I feel like, I agree with that too. Like, I feel like you play like differently when you know that like you have a bully on your team. Like the confidence is like a little bit different.
Yeah, right. So it's like I don't call them out of it, and I think this the end of this season and how they actually perform late in the season might determine their latitude. But
Draymond's punch ended the dynasty.
I think
that Jordan when he punched Jordan Poole. Yeah.
I think it was around a choke. It might even been the choke.
I think the punch.
Yeah.
Because the choke was so long and so dramatic. That's the key. Like, the punch was quick. He was he spin around
that's
and
your
punch him.
teammate.
So you coming
like
up.
that,
Yeah, but this teammate was fine.
No,
he wasn't like he was getting jumped.
They're still talking about it.
No, Jordan Poole is not the same.
No, Jordan Poole.
I
don't think maybe he is
He's
the same.
last in the league
think
right
maybe
now.
he was
Like,
He's embarrassing himself right now. He's embarrassing.
He's embarrassing himself.
So he wasn't doing that before.
Yeah.
Jordan Poole is starting to look more and more like a 70s mechanic. Or, you know, when they used to do them documentaries.
But we
he looked
know
like he
he's
used to be
not that,
like
though. He's not
exploitation
that.
film.
So
He looked like he went to Cooley High.
The punch. You're coming off a championship. You're in training camp.
Okay.
You punch your player.
Oh, you talking about that punch?
Yes.
Yeah, that punch.
Oh, respectfully, you might be onto something. Yeah. That was when they officially.
And it's like nothing has been the same around there since.
Yeah.
And you say it's over. I say it's over. You say it's still. Burner?
I mean, I think that they can get, at least into a play-in and potentially a playoffs.
Okay, are you looking at the standings right now?
Right now.
Who would take, whose place would the Warriors take right now? Who can they beat to get there?
Well, I mean, I think it comes down to runs because, I mean, if you look at it, Los Angeles has lost 2 games in a row. You got the Utah Jazz has lost 3 games in a row.
No. Not the Utah Jazz.
Not the Jazz. The Jazz are on a
beat the Nuggets.
Yeah.
They just beat the.
The Jazz have played like the best teams in the league, and they're like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, they're like 3-1 against like the top 4 teams in the league.
They just beat Philly. They just beat Milwaukee and they beat Denver.
Yep.
So, I'm showing that they on a no. That's a win streak. I'm wilding. Stop. The Houston Rockets. Let me try that again.
The Rockets
Houston
have been
Rockets are
nice.
the two game lose, but they only they 2 spots ahead of them. They in 10th spot right now. They're in the play-in.
I feel like the
lost
Rockets
2.
are a better team than the Warriors.
Phoenix Suns, they can take them. The Phoenix Suns can continue to fall off. They have not shown me that they're supposed to be here.
Yeah.
Pelicans can fall off,
I don't think so.
By the time we get to let's say All-Star break.
Let me ask both of y'all: is Oklahoma City a contender?
Yes.
Yeah, they're a contender this year.
For sure.
I like
OKC is a contender this year for sure.
I mean, they number 2 in the West. Like, they're a problem.
Yeah, not even
and
like
they're the youngest
record.
team
if you watch
in the
them
NBA.
Play, they got it. Like, they're nice.
They're one of the youngest. I think them, Orlando, but they're like one of the youngest teams.
Yeah.
They're a problem.
Chet is a problem.
Chet has been a problem.
Yeah, he gives Jokic.
They have Chet and Shai on the same team. Like, I hate
yeah, I mean, SGA
Are you
problem.
gonna be a Nuggets fan? I mean,
no. I'm good where I'm at.
Are you gonna be?
Hold on, let's talk about that for a second. You were and currently are a Nuggets fan.
Yes.
What were you before that?
Before that, I was
Phoenix.
a Suns fan, and before that, I was a Lakers fan. Those have only been my.
So you only like teams in the West?
I haven't thought about that, but yeah. And I lived in DC. Like I went to I went to one game in DC. It was the Bucks because I wanted to see Giannis like live.
Yeah.
But they won, but their team wasn't good then. They had like Eric Bledsoe on the team still. Like it was.
Oh, so this is we're talking. What was that? 2018?
It was like 2018, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I will say this. It sounds like you like winners.
Yeah.
Like
No,
you like
okay,
the
don't-
West because they put
No,
up
because when I
higher
was a
point
Suns fan, they
averages.
sucked. I just seen the potential, and I was like, oh, this team has a potential to be great. And I was a Suns fan until they went to the finals. They had Chris Paul in them. Like, I watched them be scrubs. Like, I watched them compete with
And
the
what
Lakers
happened
for
to
that
Chris
15
Paul?
spot.
He got hurt?
Like,
You know that's in his contract,
yeah,
right?
okay, yeah, no, yeah. The Chris
in his
Paul
contract.
definitely got hurt, but that I don't think that they lost. Okay, at first I did think that they lost because of Chris Paul, but I feel like just when they got to the finals, first of all, I started like not liking the Suns when they did a parade for winning the Western Conference. Like who? I don't like that. I
You
don't
saying
like
you
that.
gotta. So then,
Like-
how do you feel about the
the same
in-season tournament? Do you respect that?
It's gonna grow on me. First of all, I feel like I'm one of those people that feels like it was set up for the Lakers to win, so that like LeBron's not getting another ring, but he's gonna get that, and he's the first one to get
do you
it, and he's
respect it?
39. Whatever, it's cool.
Can they get a banner? Do you respect the banner?
Why that was laughable to me.
So you don't respect the banner?
No, I do not.
What do you think they should get if they win the in-season
They
tournament?
got the little trophy. It's cool. Let's
got
move
they got
along.
their
We still
money.
have a
Let's
championship.
play.
Then
They
what's
get a
the
ring,
for what?
a pendant, at least a charm on their
A
necklace.
charm in their neck. Yeah. Give everybody a
charm.
participation charm.
Nah, they won something. It's not participating.
And they
won.
got a trophy. They got a banner. They
Nah, but
they
you
made it
gotta
feel like
have
the
something that you
finals.
can have on you as a person.
For an
like not a
in-season
ring,
tournament?
maybe a bracelet
All right.
or a charm. You gotta have one of the two.
Okay.
Let's transition to
Yeah.
our next.
Yeah.
All right, so you tell us, M. Night, what's next? What do you got? Because I see you got these mid-season awards. What's going on over there? Is that something you want to do?
This is with the mid-season awards.
Talk to me. What's the mid-season awards?
All right, who we got? Who's your mid-season MVP?
Mid-season
Mid-season
MVP.
MVP for the NBA, I'm assuming, right? Ooh.
Oh, that's a hard one. I want it to be somebody on my team, but I feel like I would just give it to Jokic anyway because I just think he's been like amazing. He's already doing like every other day you look at this stats and it's like, oh, here's another day. Jokic just did something that hasn't been done since Wilt.
So
Like,
do you feel like no matter what,
Yeah.
even if it's not Jokic, do you at least think it's going to be an international player who should get the mid-season MVP?
I think whoever is playing well should get that. I don't care where you're from. Like whoever is the most valuable player at the time should get it.
Hey, for
Okay.
sure, for sure.
So who do you think is your mid-season? She
My-
said Jokic.
My mid-season MVP
MVP.
would be Shea.
SGA.
Yeah, SGA, yeah.
The Canadians, another international player.
For sure.
Well, then if we on that, then I got my international player. I'm going Luka.
Ooh.
Luka's a problem.
Yeah.
Luka's a problem.
He's another guy.
What did we do last time we were here? He said he's just mad because I'm busting his ass.
Lucas special never gets old. Oh my god.
Man,
I like
another dude who could jump as high as paper.
Hey, but hey, get busy. They give you $50 though.
Clearly.
Yeah.
All right. So,
And so let's talk about that for real quick about the international players, and I'll let you roll into the next segment, please. But one of the things that one of the coaches was saying, the coach for the Lady Huskies for UConn, he said part of the problem right now with current U.S. basketball is that we're trying to play more games and international players practice more. And he's saying that a lot of the players, especially from like AAU and coming up, they're just they're barely practicing and mainly playing games, and so they're not having situational training. They're not having fundamental training. They're not actually going through it. And so one of the things he said when he was just coaching his son's AAU team is that he was losing a lot of players because he would actually have practice that he would have the kids go to, and they would go to other teams that would be playing games during that time. So do you feel like that could be playing a factor? And I'll let both of you all speak to that before we go to the next section. What do you feel like may be contributing to, you know, the U.S. basketball being less valuable right now than international play? Do you think practice plays a factor?
I don't know. I feel like you need something to think. I'll let you go
all
first.
right. We're talking about Gino and REM or REM.
Yeah, Gino.
Okay.
Practice always plays a factor.
Practice always plays a factor. perfect practice plays a factor.
Practice always plays a factor. What do you
They want the line. They want the lights, the bright lights. They just want to get in the game and play.
I mean,
Yeah, I feel like practice definitely does play a factor, but like if you watch, like, I haven't watched the game, so I can't like speak on it. Like, but I've seen like highlights. Like if you watch like the Euro League compared to like the NBA, like just the difference in the atmosphere alone. Like, but that's like a whole different topic about like, oh, like the tickets and like the people that come, like people that actually like enjoy the sport get to come. It's not just like people that have money to come and pay.
Ooh, hold on. So she's basically saying that international basketball is more inclusive for the fans.
Yeah, for the fans that actually enjoy the game.
You can't get in the shit out here without being like.
you have to
Keith
pay,
Lee showed
like,
us you can't even get
gotta-
something to eat in Atlanta without being a certain.
Let alone go to a
pedigree.
basketball game,
But
even if you enjoy it.
Yeah, you just can't go. Like, just they hoop right there outside. Just pull up. No, you got to be in the arena. You got to have a booth. You got to spend a whole lot of money to see quality basketball.
Yeah, so it's not even like the real fans that get to like go to the game. It's just like people that have money.
Draymond says
pictures.
Draymond says practice is the factor by far. Yeah, I mean practice. I mean if you practice anything, just say like if you the more
it brings different, like it brings more and like different things out of you. Like it's just better.
So you think going to the studio, you know what I'm saying? Going to the studio. Like,
Can you imagine if I didn't practice? Like I sometimes, no, you can carry on.
No, go ahead. You good.
Yeah, no, like I feel like I understood what you were saying like immediately. Like if I didn't go like to the studio to practice like mixing, can you imagine if I just showed up to work and just practiced as I was working? Like,
okay, speaking of which, that's another. We talk about segues. You actually produce and make music.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing that?
Oh my gosh, I did not know anything, and like I started doing this in Michigan actually.
Okay.
Yeah. So like 2016, I taught myself like I wanted to make music. I actually went to a show while I was out in DC, and I hadn't thought, I was still young, like I didn't know what I wanted to do, but like when I went to the show and I like saw the DJs and I was like, I like this music. Like I'd never thought about like how even music is made, but I was just like, I love this. I want this feeling like forever. And then like I literally made it my mission. Like I want to see first like how to make music, and then I watched a video on YouTube. I'm like, okay, so I need a computer, I need an interface, I need some headphones, and I need like a keyboard. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna go and get a job so I can get these things. Like this is what I wanted to do.
So is there like a certain program that you use, like Fruit Loops, or?
I don't use Fruity Loops, but I'm a Logic girl. Like I went and got my computer, and I was like, okay, like figuring the stuff out at first is just like it's crazy, like, because you don't even know what you're figuring out. It's just like you have to, but that's one thing I learned, like, just from experience. Like, if you really love something, there's nothing that can stop you from, like, doing the thing. But you gotta love it. Like, nobody can tell you anything. Like, it's really gonna come from you.
So what would you say your style of music is that you produce or create?
I mean, I started off doing, like, dance music, like, dance and like like dance, like EDM, but something like that. All right. But I've been a big I'm a big like Young Thug fan, so I got into like that kind of music really fast, and like London is like one of my favorite. Oh yeah, I love.
You said Young Thug. You went from EDM to Young Thug.
Yeah.
I did not see that.
But you know what's crazier is like I actually watched a video. I can't remember who it was, but they were like, if you're gonna be doing production, like what helped them is like they were an EDM producer, but when they were starting out, they started doing like hip hop, like trap beats. Because it's like it's way less layers. Like it's more simplified. Like you can hear what you're doing, and it actually sounds good because it's not a lot of layers. So that gets your confidence up alone. Like when you doing something and it's just like synths and you're trying to layer stuff and it's just like a whole like cluster, like it doesn't sound good, it's not motivating. But so if I can put together like a kick and a hi-hat and then I get a groove going and it sounds good, like I'm like, oh, okay, like I can really do this. Like it gives you the confidence to like keep going.
So tell me this, who are some producers that inspire you?
Me personally, okay. First of all, since I'm like a young thug, like I love Young Thug, but I love London on the Track. Like he did most of like and still does like a lot of Young Thug songs, like Metro Boomin, obviously.
Metro Boomin.
I used to love Timbaland and Pharrell was like one of my favorite producers growing up. But I didn't even know. Like my mom used to just be like, she used to notice that about me, like, oh, like you really love Pharrell. I hope you meet Pharrell one day. And I'm like.
Have
But
you met him?
I'd never, no.
Oh, I was saying, hold on, whoa.
Yeah.
Exclusive.
But I never
Let's
even
bring him
knew
out.
that.
Pharrell, come out here. We talking
Well, I hope you do meet for real. And like we saying, like, you know, we got to segue, keep it moving. You know, Jamal Clemens says practice is the grind, the game is the reward. Practice is the grind, the
game is the
the song
reward.
is the reward in your profession. So you got to be prepared, man. To
Get
keep
that
it
man a
moving.
turkey leg.
So let's
Or a lamb chop.
before we go to the break, let's finish out these awards. And it's only maybe 3 or 4. So
Okay.
let's go.
Okay.
Coach of the year.
Coach of the year.
Hold on, but we're talking about in the NBA
Yes,
still,
in the
right?
NBA
Yeah.
still.
Spoelstra, he just got that he got the biggest
Yeah,
contract.
they got him right.
But hold on though, can why he get a contract in the middle of the season after he got a divorce? That kind of can't.
I feel like they looked out for him. Like what?
I think he looked out for him, right?
Yeah.
Wait,
So
I'm gonna
what?
wait till you get a divorce.
Yeah.
30 games into the season or whatever it is we
So
at
you
right
can
now.
at least enjoy
and
your
then
money
give
peacefully.
you the
I
contract.
was definitely playing.
That was
Yeah.
playing?
Definitely playing.
Yeah, so Spoelstra, he got my vote. You ain't got to wait for me. He got my
Yeah.
vote just for that whole
Shouts
setup.
I mean,
Shout
Spo's
out
been
to
nice
Pat
for a
Riley.
while, but I have to give. Obviously, I love our coach, Coach Malone. Like, he's been great. I love how he's letting like the young guys play and like actually get practice and like minutes before like things get real. But I have to give it to Joe Mazzulla. What? He yeah. I know he has a good team out there, like, but he's actually like been good as a coach, and that's what his like second
It
year.
couldn't be- it's
with
gotta
the-
be his
with the
second year.
Celtics. Yeah. But also,
'Cause the
he
third
made,
year
he
was
made
what-
the
when-
Rockets sucked for a long time before
But-
Udoka got there.
I mean, they on a slight little game.
He
They on a-
got him playing.
Yeah,
Just keep him out that front office.
yeah. But Joe Mazzulla has my vote.
Oh man, who would I go with? I might have to just go with Ime because I didn't expect anything out the Rockets.
Yeah,
The Rockets, the problem with Houston is that it's too much to do out in Houston. And when you got, like, them young dudes with money, when you get out, as soon as the game over, it's lit. Like, Houston is a problem. Houston, we have a problem. It's hard to stay focused over there.
A lot of. Go ahead.
no, go
A
ahead.
lot of teams, a lot of teams go out there and you just expect a loss because it's popping out there.
There's a lot going on.
It's popping.
There's a lot going on.
So I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like Houston did surprise everybody because where did they come from? But then you see like, oh, they got Ime as the coach. They got like, okay, who is that dude again? The tall guy. They're all tall guys. And Sami Sengun. I keep forgetting how to say his name. But he's a problem. Like I hate. Yes, that guy, Sengun.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, where did he come from? Like, has he always been there? Because I feel like just this year, all of a sudden, they have this like.
He's been budding all his little short career.
Somebody here.
Yeah.
Somebody here.
He
would
just
be
came
like,
out of nowhere.
"Oh, I told
He's
you."
been like there.
No, I mean, the Greens are solid. You got Jalen. You still got Jeff Green. The
Yeah,
Greens are solid.
we've
Jeff, we
been
know that.
known
You know
that they've
Jeff
been
Green was
nice,
out there,
but
right?
they weren't this team like even a year ago.
So,
Correct. I'm with Houston. I'm going with Ime though.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, damn.
Yay, you feel-
21
yay.
points, 9 rebounds,
Yep.
5 assists.
Yep.
54% from the field goal.
So it might be
6'11".
He might be a lock for most improved player of the year then.
Man, he was a first-round pick, 2021. This is second season.
He might be.
Yep.
Give
He's
him.
been giving everybody problems. I'm like,
Clearly.
okay.
That guy has
After
been
watching
Nice.
him, you didn't put me on. You didn't put me on him. You didn't put me on him. I'm gonna watch him.
So I know you said there was another mid-season category that you want to talk about.
Man,
What was that?
I'm good on the the categories unless you guys have one. Any MVP, any mid-season awards you guys would like to give out.
Six man?
We could do Rookie of the Year also early.
there
yeah.
you go.
You ready to do that?
The best one.
Because I didn't think that the race was going to be this interesting. I'm like, oh, okay. All right.
So, I mean, I don't know. I think, oh boy, out of OKC right now.
Yeah, he got it.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Chet's
Chet's really
got it.
he's ahead of the pack
Right now, at least.
But
Career-wise, Chet. I'm gonna take Chet. I'm gonna take Chet this year for sure. But because Chet gives Jokic problems, all kind of problems.
yeah, Chet's a.
He,
I mean, well, hold on. Wait. We don't get no Wemby love.
no, Wemby's cool.
No,
but
Wemby,
he's just-
I was going to say something nice about Wemby. Like,
You still can.
well, the Wemby stoppers are on his team. What are you talking about? If Wemby had better teammates, the conversation would be like.
I mean,
totally
he got a team, but I think they've been.
Spurs fan.
Yeah, I mean they've been injured. Let's just say they have not been on the court very often.
Have you watched the Spurs play? You're saying you're a Spurs fan, like you're a Spurs
Yeah, but I mean, you know, you've had Sheldon out there balling. You've had, but injured for at
Okay.
least he's probably been down like maybe 12 games
Yep.
this season. You've had
Wemby gets no love for Rookie of the Year
Yeah.
when you have a 20-game losing streak or something.
Yeah, but I don't think that now, because I don't think that your record, like, your team's record shouldn't affect you as, like, a player. It's like, that's why it's like, okay, you can't give. We had this conversation that just, like, what was it, like, last year or 2 years ago when the Nuggets were, like, the 6th seed, but they gave Jokic, like, the MVP, and they were, like, it was a big conversation about, like, you can't give an MVP to. But what is the award for? It's the most valuable player.
True.
I mean, I think he is arguably, you know, he's not putting up 30, 40 points, but he's double-doubling. He's making an impact.
Right,
The team
but
is-
your team's
before he
record
got
shouldn't
there,
have anything to do with how good you are.
yeah, dude.
No,
at a certain point,
no.
and I mean, if we're talking
at
about a
certain
rookie,
point,
no.
Yeah.
But I think it can be impacted as a rookie when we talk
Yeah.
about like your.
And you gotta consider like the award that you're talking about, like MVP for sure, like seeding.
Season count.
Yeah,
I mean, I just don't
seeding,
really
your
think there
record.
was nobody on the team before he got there. It was such a fluke, almost, NBA fluke. You know, Adam Silver.
Yeah, the same.
You know what he be doing. It's a business.
No, it always happens.
It's a business.
It happens for the Spurs.
But I mean, at the end of the day, you look at what they were. I mean, you ain't got no. I mean, there ain't nobody on the team. I don't think nobody on the team made more than $10 million a year. And I mean, this is a league where people is making $50 million a year.
I know when David Robinson came
Ain't
in,
nobody on the
they went to
team.
the playoffs. I know when they somehow lucked up and got Tim Duncan, they went to the playoffs.
No, because we had the
Like that.
Admiral before we had him. Admiral's
Yeah,
putting up 70 points.
Yeah,
on
but how'd you
that.
even fake injury?
People get hurt, man, all the time.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
John
I just
Morant,
feel like,
if there's anybody, if the NBA was trying to prop another player to come back, a comeback story, to really put somebody in position to really, not be the king of the league, but at least the prince in waiting, have a cup. Ja's it.
he would have
has a
been. They
comeback
tried
story.
to make it. They
He
tried
really
to
hurt.
make Jar. Yeah.
Like, you can get hurt in this league.
Yeah, but Jaw is trying to make himself not be the guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I just
that's-
think it comes with it. I think that's like Allen Iverson. Yeah, ain't no telling what's gonna happen if he pulled up at the club. Ain't no telling what's gonna happen if he was at the bowling alley. Allen Iverson brought that.
But that was a different time. Like this just feels forced. Like why are you doing this?
I mean, I don't think he hard. Like, I don't think that
He
John
does.
Morant is hard. I think he's athletic, but like, I don't think he like built like that. Like, I don't
Yeah.
think. He don't
That's
want no
why
after
everybody
work
feels like
smoke.
it's
Yeah, obviously do.
Yeah.
Nah, he the dude that like.
Obviously do.
He the dude.
He's the only one.
He's
Nobody
the dude.
thinks he's.
No, I think he the dude who's like he's a great like if he was on your sales team, he put up big numbers in sales, and he sent aggressive emails. But like he wouldn't come see you about a sale you took from him. He ain't trying to catch a fade outside. There was players in the NBA. There are still players like that, and there was an era of players. You remember when Kevin Garnett was talking about the Fruit Loops and you remember
The
when
Cheerios.
the Cheerios. You remember like there was like, all right, bet I'm gonna be at the bus. What's his name? Rasheed Wallace. He was waiting for one of the refs out by his car. Like there was that where
Yeah,
you was
nobody's
actually
like that.
hard.
No, I'm not
These dudes
saying
ain't hard.
Rasheed Wallace didn't want no problems.
Rasheed Wallace
He didn't want
all the
no problems with E40. Okay.
Nah, I mean,
All
what
right.
are you gonna do?
So he's no G. You know
E40 didn't want no problems with a fan last season.
Oh,
you know,
man.
listen.
E40.
E40. Now, you know who I ain't messing with is Be Legit. I was out in Vegas with Be Legit. Be Legit heavy-handed. You don't want it with Be Legit. I see him. He heavy-handed. He knew the brand to protect.
So check it out.
E40 ain't like
you know what I'm
that.
saying? We about to get to the break in the second half. Hey, let the people know where they can find you. You know where they can get these beats and where they let them know the Instagram, the tags, and let's figure it out so they can know where to get you.
Alrighty, so thanks for having me. First of all,
Thank
this
you,
was
first of all,
fun.
yeah.
This was fun to do this again.
We appreciate you.
Thank you. For everybody watching, you can find me on Instagram at Nontuzuma. That's my name. My first
You gotta
and last
spell it
name.
out. Yeah, you gotta
At
walk through it.
Nontuzuma. Nontuzuma. That's me on all platforms. If you're in Denver, you can come find me at the studio. I'll be at GBL. GBL
busy
Studios.
living.
Get busy living.
It's my boy Mike over
we're
there.
out
Shout out
there.
Mike, man. I see you, man.
Shout out to Mike. Shout out to Raj. Shout out to all my
Shout out
peers.
Meezy over there, man.
Yeah.
Killing it. It's my guy.
But yeah, if you're into music, come get a session in with us. I'll be your engineer.
Can I
Come log
beatbox?
in. Yeah, you can do whatever you want. It's your session.
Yeah, that means you whatever you
We'll just
pay
make
for.
you sound good. No, we'll just
Whatever
make
you
you sound
pay
good.
for.
I'll get paid to make you sound good. So
My
Let's get
beatbox.
it.
I'm still like way nice with the beatbox now. Hold on now. You
we
remember?
might have to bring that back so we don't have to listen to trap niggas.
I think, man, listen, I think that was acapella was where rap started. Like, if you couldn't catch a beat off a table or with a pencil
Yeah.
or a beatbox, that wasn't really it. Like, if somebody was snapping off a beatbox, pencil, or a table with knuckle on table, that was the hardest session.
We need to bring that back.
You need to bring that back, man.
Shout out to Al, man. Thank you for coming. We appreciate it. But check it out, man. We about to get to the second half. And then here like we always say about this time at Game Point, we like you to like, share, comment, repeat, retweet, and do it all again. And hit that notification bell so you can know when we on.
You on. And when we on,
You on.
hey, man,
Yeah.
here at Game Point, we keep the game.
On point.
We'll be right back, man. Thanks again, man. That's awesome.
I think.
What's good, Sadiddy Committee? It's your girl, Sadiddy J, and y'all are tuning in to Season 8 on our network, the best black media network in the nation. And y'all are also tapping into the first season of the Sadiddy Scene. Make sure to tune into our network live on Facebook and YouTube to get seen with Sadiddy J. Hashtag Sadiddy Committee.
We still together.
Big Mama's back. What's good in the hood? Sheen Sheen Show. All of the above, baby. We are coming back for Season 8. Every Monday, 5:30. Y'all know where to catch me. Facebook and YouTube. Y'all know how we do. I got just more than TikToks this season, right? I'm going to put you niggas to work since y'all like to see me working. Y'all are actually going to help me decide what I'm going to cook the following week. I'm so looking forward to it. I can't wait to see y'all there. I feel like we've been gone, that I don't even know y'all no more. Miss Sophia don't even know y'all no more. Make sure y'all tap in so we can get reacquainted. I miss y'all. I got a new face, a new look, a new wig. Tap in, baby, every Monday. I can't wait to see y'all there. Facebook, YouTube. Y'all know how we do. Sheen Sheen so cool. See you there.
Hey, what's happening, man? It's Hunting Rack 6, and right now, you locked into the Mac and N Show on the 8th season of our network. As usual, we got some of the dopest guests coming to sit down and chop game with us. We'll also be continuing our segments like The Streets is Talking, where we'll be digging into some of the hottest topics and current events from around the world. The second is Good Game. We'll be sharing some good game, beneficial information, and you're probably gonna learn something that you didn't know before, so you definitely don't wanna miss that one. The third is Video of the Week. We'll be reviewing some videos from some of the up-and-coming artists from around the city, so all the artists, make sure you send them videos in. So make sure you tune in every Wednesday on our network. We'll be streaming on YouTube and Facebook, man, so make sure you mac in. I'm back, season 8. Bet that with Robbie the Rockets on our network. Check me out, man. Tuesdays, Fridays, 5 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. I'ma have it fired up as always. I got your player props, I got your live betting. I even got my pick 7, as you always know. I always got my pick 7. And I got something new this season on season 8. I got Spin the Wheels. You get a chance to win cash prizes and raffles. Check me out. Tuesdays and Fridays, 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Bet that on our network.
Check it out, we back for the second half, man. It's M Goodnight, and it's my man.
Yeah, it's your boy Sebo keeping the rubber on the wheels warm.
And
you know what it do.
Here on Game Point, where we always keep the game
on point.
Hey, check it out, we back for the second half, man. Shouts out to Zoom. Hold on, let me get my
Nantu.
Nantu Zuma.
Nantu, she killed that, man. Hey, you did right back there, man. You did right.
That young lady knows her basketball. I'm gonna have to sharpen up my skills next time I see her. I'm gonna have to get on the video. I'm gonna have to get on the video. Let me just get in with the people, man, because the people, we always say, man, we ain't with the people.
Man, our network is not for the people. We are the people.
We are the people.
You know what to do.
And here on Game Point, we always say that, hey, we ain't nothing without y'all. So check it out, man. After the break, Tonyo Johnson said we need to talk about the Eagles. Hey, yo, bitch is 3,000. He back. He made Udoka as a coach of the year. 85 told her SR5 went with Missoula. Dog Blog says Rick Carlisle or Bucks coach or Minnesota. He had 3. Dog Blog says she's right. Agree with Miss Nantazuma. Says she owned it. And Notorious Hobbs says you have to win to be the MVP. And Charles Roberts agrees. And Charles Roberts, check you out, man. I'm gonna get you. You gotta send me the video of your boy because we gotta know there's a Colorado hockey rising star out here, Jeremiah Roberts. We gonna get to some of his things maybe on the next show.
I like it.
But he's a rising star, man. Hopefully he gets to the NHL, you know what I'm saying? But he's out there doing his thing. Number 3, I think was 2 weeks ago. No, last Thursday. Number 3 Sports Center Top 10.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
He did the Sports Center Top 10.
Yeah, so that's major right there.
That's major.
So I'm gonna have to definitely show the young man Jeremiah Roberts some love.
Yeah, shout out Jeremiah out there, man. Hey, shout out to my man MG, man. I seen you out here with your food yesterday. You know you could have left a plate in the fridge, man. Quit playing with us, man. I ain't gonna tell you. He used to be in collections for a little bit, man, and you know we had a connection on that. We was working together, but you know I sent him back to the shops to get some of his plates off, man. So you know you need to leave one in the fridge for us, man. You know I like lamb chops.
You like some lamb chops?
Yeah, man, I like lobster tails. I like chicken wings.
Man, it sounded like he did his thing, though.
Hey, do you do turkey legs, though? If he do turkey legs, man, we're going to have to bring him back out here, man, and put something together. I owe everybody turkey legs.
Man, it was December 28th, top 10. That's the day he was the top 10.
So Google that.
Shout it out. Number 3 on that list, though.
Shout out
Check
to
it out, man. We're going to get to the nitty-gritty. We're going to get to that NFL, man. It's that time of year.
It is, man, and there's some matchups with a lot of melodrama, soap opera. You know, they set it up like you'd almost think that they had this plan, but I almost want to go to like just the matchups first and then go back to some of the details. But go ahead.
Well, let's just go in the order and then let's get to it.
Okay,
because
we'll get to
I
it.
believe our order.
He said, "Just wait."
I believe our order was. We were talking about the coaches, right?
We did bring up coaches. We didn't talk about Jameis Winston, but you know we can come back to that. But you know that talks about integrity and some other things. But we can get to the coaches.
Let's just go because you know my man in the back. We gotta keep him together. Everything all in order. You know what I'm saying? So let me just go ahead and check it. Jameis Winston is what it is.
Jameis Winston goes out, and I mean, hey, it's victory formation. They up 40-something points. Significant lead on who were they playing? Was it Carolina? Who was they playing? They was beating up on somebody.
Were they playing Atlanta?
It was Atlanta. I think that could have been. They was beating up on somebody, a team that wasn't very good. Put it that way. But you know, they lined up in victory formation, which is telling the defense. This is the play that we're not going to try to score on.
It's a wrap.
We are within a few seconds of ending the game. The coach lined him up in victory formation to take a knee and wrap it up. And Winston said, we talked to the team, man. He's like, hey, man, I talked to the team. They said, go for it. Now, I don't know how you get special teams and the defense all on this same conversation out there on the field with just the offense, but he said it was a team decision.
It's famous Jameis, man.
And they went ahead and punched it in for his little man on the team, man, so he can get him a tug.
Yeah, man, I don't think nothing wrong with it personally.
You don't think nothing's wrong with it, though, right? I don't think there's a such thing as anything competitive without integrity, without sportsmanship. I don't think you can play hard, you can play aggressive, you can even be, passionate. But if you lose integrity, then I don't think it's a game I really invest that much energy into. And I just think victory formation says that we've conceded. And when you say that and then the defense starts undoing their chin straps, pop your shoulder pads, you know, you really about to come out the game, man. You wrapping it up. And then this dude pop out and he going for a dive.
Hey, man. Hey.
What is that? I don't know. I don't jack that. I don't jack that, man. You know, if you're going to really go out there and get that man a touch, run a play. And
let's hear what Jamie has to say, though.
Well, yeah, let's look at it. But I said if you're going to do it, run a play.
Play was victory, but I also explained to DA that it was a team decision. And I asked the guys, I said, guys, like, what do you want to do? Yeah. We know how much Jamal means to this team, and DA didn't condone that at all. Yeah. You know, he didn't. However, we decided as a team to do it, and man, we got an interception to the 1 yard line. Yeah. You know, like, so if we would have scored, would it still would have been disrespectful? Right. You know, it's about the team. It's not about regrets. It's not about anything else. It's about us as a team making a collective decision. But I do apologize to Dennis. I apologize to DA because that was not his call. The play was victory. But I also explained to DA that it was a team decision. And I asked the guys, I said, guys, like, what do you want to do? We know how much.
Man said, I'm apologizing to my coach, but I'm not apologizing to nobody else. Jameis Winston's been doing this type of things his whole career, man. Jameis is gonna be Jameis, baby. Let's go. I think it was good, man. It's good for the game.
I'm okay. I'll say this, man.
It's about us as a team making a collective decision.
See what it is. You know, this comes down to, just how you wake up and go to sleep at night. But, if that's how you wake up and go to sleep, I ain't going to argue.
Hey,
he ain't going to be in the league long.
Hey, Notorious Hop says you play till zeros are on the clock, man.
That's not true. You've seen in every NBA game when there's a blowout and you just stay at the top of the key and you just dribble it out and then throw the ball up in the air because you saying I'm not gonna try to bust y'all up. You see it in every sport, man. Every sport out there, there's a sportsmanship piece to it that says, hey, look, you know, y'all play hard, we play better. Let's get up out of here.
Agree to disagree.
Fair.
Let's go. Let's go.
Russ or Sean, man. We on the Broncos.
We going to Russ or Sean? Yeah,
Russ or Sean.
I'm Team Sean.
Why?
Russ is washed.
Nah, I don't think Russ is washed, and I think Sean is disrespectful.
He is disrespectful.
You ain't gonna you gotta be able to have hands with that. Like your coach for the Lions, he could if he was disrespectful and he wouldn't line up with you, he wouldn't line it up with you in the locker room. You can respect that. He got some Vrabel. That's what we was talking about. Who could be the possible new coach for the Patriots? He lined it up with you. I don't think Sean got that.
You don't have to, man.
Nah, then you can't be talking to me like that in front of people.
But Russ let that happen. Russ, that's on Russ, man.
And that's why I'm telling you. Look, if we got company, in a certain way you got to carry yourself, man. And when we out there on the field and on the cameras, that means we got company. You can't be talking to me like that.
The man crossed the line. Russell Wilson should have crossed the line.
What, fired off on him?
He didn't have to fire off on him, but he could be like, hey, man, don't talk to me like that.
He got to use like all proper stuff. Like, I am not okay with your tone.
However he has to use it. Yeah. However he has to get his point across.
You refrain from
talking to Russ.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man, but you know, Russ got something in him.
I've seen other players, man, get attacked by their coach and they go right back at him.
Latrell Sprewell.
Well, he went a little far. But I've seen him go right. Pay Manning wouldn't have took that.
He got guaranteed money. I bet the contract y'all gave Russ, I think he got a choke clause in there. I think he can choke somebody and still keep all his money.
He's going to keep all the money.
Because they be like, Russ will never choke anybody. Just throw it in there. He'll come no matter what.
He don't need no clause.
They put he got an injury clause for $37 million.
He don't need no clause.
If he can't pass physical, he get $37 million. So I know there's a choke clause in there. Russ, you should have choked him out. Latrell Sprewell, man.
Mr. Shownuff said mercy for the weak. Dog Blog says they both crossed the line.
How you cross the line by sitting there getting yelled at?
He said Russ will crawl back to master. That's what Dog Blog also said.
Oh, damn. We getting into that. All right. Shout out to controversy.
Hey, yo, bitches 3000 said that
what did he say?
Jameis Winston been stealing them crab legs.
Man, y'all gotta let that go, man. That was like 15, 20 years ago, man. Y'all gotta let that.
But he's known for doing things.
Man, look, during the pandemic, y'all was stealing crab legs because y'all was using money that wasn't yours. Y'all was buying crab legs. I seen it. I couldn't find a crab leg nowhere during the pandemic. Y'all had crab legs.
Pandemic changed a lot of lives. So let's get to these games.
Do white people eat crab legs?
Of course.
Do they?
Of course.
Like, what percentage of, like, if there was 100% of crab legs, what would be the percentage? Let's ask the group. If there was 100 crab legs, how many of them crab legs would get ate by white people as opposed to black people? I feel like we eat crab legs like no other race. I don't know what our connection is with crab legs.
I thought it was just lamb chops.
Nah, we just got in lamb chops. I'm talking about crab legs. Y'all put it up there. Do you think black folks eat 70% of the crab legs, 50% of the crab legs? I think we at like 70%.
I'll say black people gonna eat the first 25%.
75%.
Like first 25%. Nobody else gonna be in line. We gonna be fighting.
We a crab leg eating community.
Let's get up into these games.
I got some in your freezer right now.
Let's get up into these games.
I bet there's more people who got crab legs in their freezer than they got lamb chops.
Oh, let's get to the coaches real quick. Then the games.
All right.
So it's out with the old, into the new. It's out with the old.
In with the new.
So you got Pete Carroll, who's 72. You got Belichick, 71. And you got
Nick Saban,
who's also 72. These guys are gone, and the game passed them by. Like, what's?
I don't think Nick Saban was a big fan of this NIL game. I think he was always cool with the fact that he used to be able to get the players uncontested
and hold them hostage.
Yeah, I don't think he really liked this. Like, they can leave, come in if they don't get enough playing time to slide. Once Jalen Hurts was doing that and it started getting, we started setting the trend where it was just like, yeah, this ain't his kind of league no more, man.
Yeah,
it's not his. He don't like this NIL league.
Yeah,
But Pete Carroll, he was the biggest surprise. Even though I think he's gonna end up with a front office job, which is cool because I think that's good for the group. I thought Bill Belichick was gonna get a front office job as well too. I don't think he should just lead the organization. I think he should be in the front office.
I'm in the comments, man.
What they talking about, man? Go ahead, man.
Dog Blog said black people gonna eat 100%.
100%.
Notorious Hop said we gonna eat 30%. And Charles Roberts, my boy, said hell yeah, they eat
what's the
crab legs.
percentage?
He said they eat crab legs and crawfish and all that shit.
I think we like 70% of crab legs. All crab legs that have been distributed inside of the intercontinental United States. I think black folks got 70% of them.
Now you will have some fights around crab. You know, you might have some fights with. If you don't get enough.
Do Asian people eat crab legs?
I don't know.
Do Indian people eat crab legs?
I don't know. Not like us. But let's go to this AFC game. Let's go to this AFC game.
Okay.
Let's go. Let's get to the AFC.
So the AFC, we got a bunch of drama. This is. I think the NFL set this up on purpose because there's a lot of setups in this. I mean, you look at the Bills and Steelers; both of them played their way in, so that's in itself is going to add its own drama. That they actually last game of the season put themselves in position for the playoffs, and I think that's huge, and that's something to see. But everything else outside of them is all soap opera. The Chiefs Dolphins, Tyreek Hill, team he left, playing against the team he's at currently. Texans Brown, the team that Watson left, playing the team that they got the new great hope at now, C.J. Stroud,
the Watson ball.
Yeah, NFC, same thing. I mean, if you look at the Packers, you got the coach McCarthy leaving Green Bay and playing for the Cowboys. You got the Lions and the Rams, where you got those two quarterbacks that switched places right after the Super Bowl, and you got Stafford and you got Goff that are playing each other. And then you got the Buccaneers and Eagles, and I mean, again, TJ, I get you, I hear you. But the last time they met up in the playoffs, the Bucs beat the Eagles and went to the Super Bowl and won. Okay. So there's a lot of, this is wild card weekend is coming up. It's going to be lit. Like, I hope it snow. I hope I ain't got no choice but to stay home.
Oh, check it out, man. It's gonna be cold out there in KC. What game we starting off with? What we going?
Bills Steelers.
Bills versus Steelers. This one don't have no back and forth.
This it does.
No backstory.
It is a backstory. Both of these coaches could potentially be doing something else after this. Mike Tomlin and the Bills coach are basically at a point right now where it's like this is make or break that they at least move forward in the first round.
I don't think that's for Mike Tomlin.
Really?
I think this issue and this thing that's going on.
When was the last time that Mike Tomlin has been competitive in the playoffs?
Man, Mike Tomlin with any of these other
we can't do that.
Hold
on.
The
team he with
the Steelers with any other coach right now.
Okay.
Would probably be 2-15.
This is the thing is that you can get, just like the Cowboys don't get no credit for having great seasons and going out the first round. I think Pittsburgh and Mike Tomlin are at or around the same place. You can rebuild. You can do all this stuff you're talking about.
He hasn't had to rebuild. This is a guy who's never had a losing season. This is one of the greatest coaches in the history of the game.
But that ain't enough. I mean, I'm just saying, I get that. From a coach's, your legacy when you retire, you can have a winning record and everybody respect it. But as a Steelers fan, shout out any Steelers fan right now, come on here and tell me having a winning season is good enough for you for the year. Or do you want to actually be competitive in the playoffs and even compete for a Super Bowl? I think there's only a certain amount of time you can just have winning seasons before they need to. I mean,
I'd rather have a winning season than a losing season.
I mean, how long has it been since Ben Roethlisberger's been their quarterback?
Just 2 years.
It's been 2?
Just 2.
Are you sure about that? Somebody pull that up.
This might even be. This is the second year.
When we gonna pull that up?
It's just 2 years.
I mean, but I'm not saying it like when he was there, they were in the Super Bowl. I'm just saying it's been a while.
Let's get into the game.
Okay, let's get into the game. Okay, what you got for me?
I'm just gonna take the Bills.
You like everything about it?
I'm gonna take the Bills.
Now, after all that you said about Tomlin and his team, the first thing you do is say, "I'm taking the team playing against them."
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, of course, I'm taking the Bills too. Everybody taking the Bills.
I'm taking the Bills.
Everybody taking.
But I'll probably put a nice parlay in all the losers though. I mean, all the teams I think I'm gonna, all of the underdogs. I'm gonna put money on so I can hit a big parlay this weekend.
Yeah, y'all
Just in case
man, listen, these damn parlays have been whooping on us.
But I'm taking the Steelers. I'm taking Buffalo in that one. Let's go to the next one. What we got? Miami?
Yeah, so next game in is the Chiefs and Dolphins.
It's gonna be cold. I guess I gotta go with the Chiefs just based on the weather.
I'm gonna go with the Dolphins because the Chiefs have already basically said we can't catch shit anyway, and if it's cold, they ain't gonna catch even more. Like I don't think that works in their favor. They can't catch.
They can't catch.
They can't catch. The only thing they gonna catch is a cold, man. I got Dolphins by 6.
Ooh, I'm gonna go with the Chiefs by like 10.
By 10?
It's cold.
Man, where's the Rocket at? Bet that.
I'll go with the Chiefs by 10 though.
Not by 10 though. You wildin', B. I was thinking. Now, I'll take that for sure. Don't let me get on one of these damn apps and they give me 10 points. I'm taking that all day.
You could create it.
I'm taking that all day. Texans and Browns.
This is gonna be the closest game of them all.
Do you think? In all of the playoffs tomorrow? I mean, in the
AFC, I'm going AFC.
Okay, yeah, okay, I'll give you that. No.
This will probably be the most highly contested game. You got two teams that, the Browns were supposed to be there if they had Deshaun Watson, but they lost him.
I don't think Flacco is out here yanking that motherfucker. You would right now if I told you right now Watson is ready to go, would you put him in the game? Would you start him for this playoff game?
I got Flacco bias, man. And let me tell you about that, man. He came here and he
busted y'all's ass.
No, he came here and he
when y'all had to buy.
No,
y'all came in.
When he was here, when he played for us.
No, I'm talking about when he played for Baltimore and came and busted y'all's ass.
I'm sick of that. I'm sick of that guy. I'm sick of that. He's. I'm going with Houston, man. I was gonna go with Cleveland because I like Cleveland. I like the defense. I can't stand Flacco. So this is
now. If they had Tank Bell, I would really consider the Texans. But without Tank, nah, man. Browns is. Have you seen what their defense look like right now? They a problem.
They are a problem. Been a problem.
They a problem for a rookie quarterback and a rookie receiver core missing one. Hey. Come on, man. Get out of here. Y'all be lucky. Now, you put 10 points up, I'll take that 10 on the Browns all day.
You're probably right. You know what I mean? But I'm still going with the...
Bet that.
Notorious Hop says Bills. Mr. Showing Up 12 says, don't forget about those Ravens. We gonna get to them Ravens. Y'all, the Ravens, we ain't gonna... The Ravens are next week. Because they
got a first round.
They have a bye.
Congratulations. You know them and the 49ers.
He said, he's Ravens, we kicking ass and taking names later. Line them up. Tweak with Tony, 28.
Damn.
We gonna have to have a turkey. The best name is gonna have to get a turkey leg this year.
Can we go with the best name?
Tweak with Tony, 28?
Yeah, I might. I'll put up a turkey leg for that. We're gonna do a vote at the end, so we're gonna have to keep some of these.
He's picking the Chiefs. Notorious Hop says, "Let's go Miami." Big Money said Brown by 6. Charles Roberts says Browns. Mr. Shownuff says Joe Flacco, so he must be going with the Brown. Charge Up Film says, "What up, fellas? What up, Mr. Damo?" Houston will steal the W. Notorious Hop says Houston. Going with the rookie.
Hey, shout out to Damo, though, man. If y'all get a chance on a Friday and y'all ain't out here painting the town, whatever color you like to paint a town, man, check out this dude, Damo, man. He be out here getting off on that. What they call it? What kind of Friday you call it? He be
Funky Friday.
Funky Friday.
What is it? What's it called, Tuck?
Friday Funk.
Friday Funk.
He
be getting off.
Hey,
he played in the church.
Hey.
As soon as I seen him, I said, that man played in the church.
Yeah,
he getting off.
Yeah, he probably started
my cousin, shout out to my cousin Barry. He used to play in the church, boy. But if you got him outside them pews, that boy's getting off. So shout out to Damo for that, man.
Hey, yo,
come check him out.
3,000 picks, Chiefs, Browns, Bills.
Yep. That's safe.
That's a good one.
Bills, nah, you got to. I'm going Dolphins. I like all that.
No, I'm going Chiefs. I'm going Chiefs, Bills,
Texans. Dolphins, BDB. BDB.
Hey, tweak with Tony 28 said where he signed up for his turkey leg, man. We ain't not letting this man
get MG, get back in here. Get your information for catering on there. I need to find out if you're doing the turkey legs. I'm behind. Let me just put it out there. I'm behind.
I mean, he's way behind.
I'm way behind.
But tweak with Tony 28, I got you. I got you, man. I'm gonna make sure he sticks to this one.
Yeah, somebody coming off turkey leg this season.
Yeah, man, yeah.
I ain't got no caterer, man.
Hey, yo, bitches said you owe him one too.
See, look, that's what I've been asking these caterers to come in. We had one yesterday. He didn't leave a plate in the fridge, and I'm trying to figure out who got them turkey legs, man.
Yo, bitches said you
give me right.
Man.
I want to give you the turkey legs. I need a caterer to put these turkey legs together so I can get this out to the people, man.
Hey,
I'm trying to take care of y'all.
Film says, man, right on, man. One love.
There you go, man. Shout out to you over there, man.
Chiefs, Bills, Texas. That's what my man Lee Money got.
I'm BDB, man. That's my jump for the AFC. BDB.
All right, let's go.
NFC.
Are we on the NFC?
NFC, because we got to get up out of here, man. We got to get these good people their time back for today. Cowboys and Packers. We said this is McCarthy. This is the McCarthy Bowl. Be able to have some vindication that he didn't went to the Cowboys and did right. Who you got?
Jordan Love. Surprise.
Surprise.
And the reason why I'm going with Jordan Love because he did the one thing that Aaron Rodgers couldn't do last year. It was winning in for Green Bay last year. Rodgers couldn't pull it off. Jordan Love put it off this year, and he's looking better. He's like in the last half of the season. I believe his stats are best there, up there with being one of the best quarterbacks.
And I mean, listen,
right
if you can make it through the Aaron Rodgers effect, you can make it through anything. Because, I mean, that's a tough follow. That's a tough follow. Because, you know, them fans is like, man, who is this kid, man, right? And, I mean, to play through that, still find your space, you know, shout out to Love on that. But, you know what? I'm never going to take the Cowboys. I'm never going to take the Cowboys. That's right, TJ. I'm never taking the Cowboys.
Hey, I'm going with the cheeseheads.
Yeah,
you got a point, you got an over, you got a line on it.
Man, Packers by 3.
I'll ride with that one.
4. Yeah, there you go.
3.5. Cowboys by 28. Yo, bitches said.
Man, y'all say that every year.
When y'all start saying that means y'all about to lose. Cowboys have not lost at home, Lee Money says. Dallas is known for choking, tweaking what Tony said. 28 says.
TJ, you quiet. You quiet.
It's quiet out there, man. I'm gonna go with the Pack though. I'm gonna go with the Pack, even with the big upset, man. You put your money on that. Bet that, as my man Robbie Rocket would say.
Robbie the Rocket. Lions, Rams.
Green Bay. Hey, yo, bitches said Green
Golf
Bay.
Stafford joint, huh?
Lions, Rams.
Lions, Rams.
This is a tough one, but I'm going to go with the Lions.
I mean, the run game for the Lions, I think, is more than anything that I got to believe in. And they're going to be out there in Detroit, man. I think those fans is going to be crazy.
St. Brown?
Amon St. Brown, him and his brother out there in Chicago. Yeah, but them fans are going to be crazy. They're going to be crazy.
It's going to be livid out there.
Crazy. They're going to be throwing car parts. It's going to be out of hand, man. Somebody going to get hurt.
Oh, it's going to go crazy.
Somebody going to get hurt.
And then, you know, the fan base is probably taking the attitude of the coach, and he's already talking about, what was he saying? He's taking them down, taking their kneecaps out. And
yeah, he probably got like poke marks on his thigh. Like, he the kind of dude that be like trying to argue a point and be stabbing himself with a pencil. You got to tell him, like, coach, that's your thigh. You bleed,
man.
You bleed, coach.
You bleed. It's bleeding. Charles Robert, he picks the Lions. Mr. Show Nuff 12 picks the Rams. Lee Money picks the Rams. I'm going to go with the Lions I'm going with the Lions. Like you said, I didn't even think that they were going to... I didn't even think what you just said, but they're going to be hyped.
It's going to be crazy.
Detroit.
You ain't going to be able to hear your plays. It's going to be a problem over there,
It's going to feel like BMF that came back.
Meach is going to be really at the game.
He might be there.
Yeah,
His brother going to be here.
Little Meach going to be at the game.
Stafford used to it. Build and Grow says Lions for the upset. Hey, yo, bitches. Used to Detroit.
Yeah, the Joy Road over there.
9 Mile.
Yeah, man. Joy Road. Shout out to everybody on Joy Road. Shout out to 9 Mile. Man, this is Detroit, man. Detroit versus everybody. You know, look, Big Sean gonna be there. He gonna have a whole booth.
He gonna be there.
Eminem gonna be there. Eminem gonna perform. Somebody gonna perform. They got enough rappers out there. Somebody performing at halftime. There's gonna be a halftime show at that Detroit game. Look, you heard it here first. Cause then they have what's his name on there do a halftime show that was weak.
They had Jack Harlow.
Jack Harlow. I think they're gonna redeem themselves for this one. They're gonna be watch.
Hey,
you heard it here first.
I low key kind of like that song though.
Jack Harlow.
Yeah, I kind of like that
Jack
song.
Harlow get off.
Hey yo, bitches, 3,000 Stafford for the win, and I mean, hey yo, bitches is like going back and forth like Cup. He's saying Cup. He's saying Stafford. I forgot Stafford do play for the Rams. I'm tripping.
He played for the Rams.
He played for the Lions so long.
All right, let's wrap it up with what I know y'all all here to talk about. And I mean, if you ain't, I am. You know, Buccaneers versus the Eagles. Everybody's been like, hey, man, y'all done had a horrible December. We have. Let's not waste any of your time saying that. But you know what? We finished 11-6 with a horrible December. How'd y'all teams finish? We in the playoffs. And you know what? When you're in the playoffs, anything can happen, man. And, you know, you seen his finger. You seen this. You seen that thing. No, that ain't it. We got all kinds of problems bigger than this finger. I ain't even going to hold you. It's going to be, listen, we can't, this is Mayfield. We can beat him, but they got a team. They doing all right for themselves. I will say this, you know, I like our chances. And if not, let's hurry up and get us out of here so I don't have to. I've been wearing my Eagles stuff all year, man.
So the thing with this is, what are the Eagles on a 5-game losing streak or a 4-game losing streak?
Neither one of them. We won 2 weeks ago.
Y'all won?
It wasn't pretty.
I mean, okay.
It wasn't pretty.
All right, so let me say this. Eagles lose.
Damn.
Sirianni's out.
Damn.
Belichick's in.
Damn.
That's what I got going on. I agree.
Wow, that was a bold prediction. Wow.
And let me get to the people, because like I say, man, without the people in here, man, we ain't nothing. And like I always like to give out a shout to y'all, because y'all make it crack. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, bitches pick the Eagles. Charles Roberts picked the Bucks. Lee Money says go Bucks. Charles Roberts says the Eagles have no momentum. Dog Blog Philly fans get silly. Notorious Hop says bye Philly. Princess Julie says Jalen Hurts has a great chance this year. She'll say the Eagles. And Princess Julie lives in Detroit. And she's going with the Lions. Shouts out to my people watching from Detroit all the way from Denver, man. We got to say what's up and what's cracking, what's happening.
Surprise.
Hey, Builder Grove says Bucks all day, baby.
Yeah,
hey, man, shouts out to the people in this interaction, man. It's
they moving
great,
around?
man.
Yeah, y'all moving around out there, man. There's emotion in here, man.
Hey,
Shout
man,
out to y'all.
Hold this man to the chicken leg, man. Hold this man to the turkey leg.
The turkey leg. Look, any caterers out there that put together a turkey leg, I need to try it. So you gotta run me one for the free ski, but I'll buy the rest. I need one for the free ski. So if you on your come up here to the studio, Tux and them give you the address. Leave me one of them turkey legs for the free ski, and if it's solid, I'm gonna buy the rest, man. I'm gonna get y'all loaded up. But don't say I ain't did nothing, man. I got this round. Next round is on my man's M Night. I got the people I said I got you.
I'm giving away drumettes. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving away drumettes. There's enough for everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm gonna do. Check it out though. Here at Game Point, man, we like to thank y'all for tuning in. Hey. Good show, man. Much love. That's what they saying on the thing. Much love. Great show. Hey, check it out, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Man, we about to get up out here like we always do about this time. I say like, share, comment, repeat, retweet, and do it all again. Hit that notification bell so you can know when we on. You on. Check it out.
All right, y'all.
We keep the game on point, and we out.
Surprise.